What is up, you guys? My name is Rudy. I'm going to be going over how I was able to make $10,000 this week trading on Topstep. I'm a funded futures trader, got a couple payouts, and just wanted to go over what my strategy is, or one of my strategies at least, and how I've been able to implement that into the profits that I've been able to get, right? So, going to share my screen here. Just wanted a quick little introduction. First, do want to start off with this disclosure. I am not a financial advisor. Trading does involve risk. I am just sharing what my experiences are with Topstep. Trading on Topstep is awesome. I love Topstep. Um, Also, just wanting to share parts of my strategy, right? And how I'm able to get the profits that I make. So, first, do want to just be fully transparent, show y'all what I've got going on. My balance on my funded account is 9 grand, so I've been able to make $9,368 trading. Total P&L for the week though is $8,448. We come on my other account, I am up $2,000. And really just want to go over my setup from last week, as well as my setup for this market open for this week today, and how I was able to get those profits using Fibonacci trading, right? So go ahead and gonna go ahead and pull up trading view. This is kind of what we trade on. Um, and even this setup played out. Wow, that is crazy. I was gonna take this setup. So my chart looks kind of busy, right? Um, this was something else I was going to be entering, and that is just an example, you guys. So I'll start off with the trade that I took over here, right? This is actually a better example, though, the one that I was wanting to take right now. Um, the way I use fibs and fibs is Fibonacci retracement tool, right? Fibonacci levels are psychological levels that the market likes to react at. Once the market retraces to a certain level, some people either want to exit the market, but bigger people want to enter the market and take advantage of discounted prices, right? What I mean by bigger people is I'm a small fish in this large ocean of trading, right? I'm trading $200,000. There's people that are trading trillions of dollars, millions of dollars, right? And they like to enter at those discounted price levels. So um, the way that we do that, right? You see here, this is the 50% retracement level, 60% retracement level, 70% retracement level, 80% retracement level. That's the little box that I like to trade in, right? Typically, right here at the 50% retracement level is when I would enter super light on contracts. We dip down more. I'll double what I entered to bring my average price down. We dip down more. And this is all within risk management, right? Nothing that is too crazy. I'll grab more and then I'll trade that to the upside. Right here, I was wanting to take that setup. I hadn't quite I thought it was going to come down more. I could have entered light. I would be chilling on the bag right now, right? But I'm going to clear this chart, break down the setup that I actually took um, this evening, and then show y'all kind of why I took that, right? So I'm going to replay this to where we were at. And when I took the trade right here off of this candle. Um, so I remember this for a fact. Off of this candle is where I took the trade. And I traded this move right here. That's all I needed to make that amount of money, the $3,000 today. This is all I needed, right? How I got that, like I said, you guys, the way that we trade fibs, or the way that I trade fibs, is I trade recent highs to lows, right? And then I'll trade that 50% retracement level. If it starts going my way, then I'll hedge at a bunch of positions, right? Um, so right here, I had seen the market created a low. It created a recent high. So on the 1 minute time frame, I'm cool with entering on that, right? Um, the way that I would trade that is typically I would have my stop loss below recent lows, because if it's going to dip, it's going to just completely shatter those lows. And then I would trade half of this gap right here, right? You guys can see that market sold off quite a bit. I would think that it would at least fill up to the 50% retracement level, you guys, because that's how the market moves, right? So my take profit ideally would be a 50% retracement level, right? Which is what my take profit was. So we'll let this play out. I'll show y'all exactly what happened. That's what happened. Take profit smashed. It was a pretty clean setup. Pretty clean setup. That is how Fibonacci trading is done, right? You could have waited for the sell setup. You guys see that there was this low. The way that you would trade for a sell is pretty much the same way. For buys, your recent lows to recent highs, waiting for the retracement down. For sells, you would drag from recent high to recent low, wait for the retracement up to this kill zone area, right? Anything in the 50% to the 75% would be a nice level to trade. You would enter around those levels, stop losses above highs, and then you would trade that right to the downside. So you guys can see that the market ended up making its way actually down to those levels. Boom, you could have closed your trade, right? And again, what level did the market make its way down to after it traded up? Textbook, you guys, textbook. The market traded up, right? It gave you the trade setup that you wanted for the sell. And what level did it retrace back down to? Oh my gosh, it's like the market loves these levels, right? Let me delete this. Let me clean this up. Or no, we'll leave that there for reference. It traded right back to that 50% retracement level, so that could have been a take profit level. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to enter this. I didn't get the chance to because I already locked my accounts because I practice risk management. But you guys can see it happens right here. That's a sell we took this past week. Pretty good setup. But this is the setup that I took, another buy setup that I took last week. So I wanted to break this down. We'll go back to that current time so I can just kind of show you exactly what I was thinking. The market had formed a recent low and a recent high, right? So I drew up my fibs. You guys can see here the fibs are already here. Drew up my fibs. The way that I would trade this, like I said, is I'm waiting for the 50% retracement level, stop losses below lows, and then trading it up to go and break highs was my mindset last week, right? Because we were bullish last week. So we're going to go and sweep highs was my thought process. So in the second that you guys see that this starts to play out, you can always move your stop loss up. But this was a pretty nice setup for us. It came right down to that level. Like I said, once you see your trade going your way, go risk free and you're chilling, right? But hope I was able to bring some value to you guys. Really just wanted to show you my thought process and how I was able to clear cumulatively $10,000 in a week trading using Topstep. Topstep, in my opinion, is awesome. I love Topstep. It's been really good for me. Trading is what you make of it, but just wanted to give y'all some insight on my strategy, how I use it, and hope y'all are able to use it as well. Y'all have a good one and tune in again because I will be dropping more videos.